And what if you still want Dior? Christian Dior. Would have said bars, but exact replicas. Yeah, but if you still want close. Close. Baby. So you can. When I got the real thing, it wasn't far off from Victoria. Don't tell nobody. And they didn't tell nobody when they changed it. I'm just saying. Yeah. Want to smell expensive? There's still a way to do it for cheap. Today we will be discussing expensive perfumes that you can get for cheap. I got to thinking, there are plenty of ways to get a hold of fragrances that are cheap but smell expensive. What about the other way around? What if you still want Dior? Christian Dior. Would have said bars, but yeah. What if you still want Burberry? What if you still want Chanel? Shall I continue? You still want a way to get them. Introduce you all to what has worked for me. Even though I have the real thing of some perfumes, there's still some dupes that I really like and have introduced me to the expensive perfumes. So in the opposite order, Poison Girl. I have been tossing this around from the beginning. is more of a floral. So this one cost me a little over half of $100. For some people that's expensive. That's okay. There is absolutely no judgment here. So I did not commit to buying this perfume. This is the Eau de Perfume 3.4 ounce. I like full sizes of everything. I bought from Sweet Essentials the perfume oil. The perfume oils, let me school you. So the thing that happens with perfume oils is just the fact that they are not created to be exact replicas, but they get close. So you can get the full experience of what it would be like should you decide to put money aside to commit to buying the actual fragrance for real. That's how I was introduced. The perfume oil rendition from Sweet Essentials, not sponsored, that I tried was it smelled more sweet compared to the Eau de Perfume, the actual perfume version. I was able to hold on to that Poison Girl perfume oil long enough. By the time I had set aside money to get this one, the real one, in the flesh here, you're seeing, then I was able to compare both the perfume oil, alcohol-free, versus the Eau de Perfume here that has alcohol in it. And for a fraction of the price, although this cost a little over $100 from, I think, Fragrance X, oil was more than a fraction of the price. I mean, nearly a fourth of what it would have been. And I got a little bit more. This is 3.4 ounce. Don't let the bottle size and architecture of the bottle and design fool you. 3.4 ounce. I got for just under $17, not even $20. I got a 4 ounce of this alcohol free, which tends to last longer. This, it tends to absorb a little bit more. It's still a good perfume because I got the real thing. Okay. That's a way for you to get a hold of an expensive perfume for cheap. Affordable. I'll tell you another one here that's also a honorable mention. I've not yet gotten that one. I've been had my eye on it. I got it saved in a couple carts. Burberry Brit for Women. I tried the perfume oil rendition of that, and it's similar to Poison Girl. It can even, you know, nearly take its place, not completely. Burberry Brit smells really, really close to Poison Girl, but it's a bit sweeter. At least that's what I was picking up with both perfume renditions of Poison Girl and Burberry Brit for Women. That's the thing that'll put you on. Perfume oils are the fastest way for you to sample rollerball, spray bottle. I prefer spray bottle of perfume oil. Those little skinny bottles, about half the size of my finger. Perfect way to sample perfumes that you're thinking about committing to buying the full size of. I did the same thing with this one before I bought it. The first time I got a hold of this was probably 0.5 ounce or 1 ounce from Listia, the site that put me on to quite a bit of perfumes, even the ones people forgot about, from Avon. Bond 007, Ice Shears, Far Away Exotic. That was really one of my favorites during the fall. Really. And Poison, the original, in the 80s is when this came out. Finally got a hold of this. This is actually, I got a hold of this first, I believe, in my collection. Eau de Perfume, the original 3.4 ounce, of course. I got a chance to sample this about 2 years before I committed to buying that actual perfume. I picked it up by a boutique I stopped by, and they had perfume renditions of the high-end stuff too. So you're noticing a pattern. It wasn't a perfume oil, but what I did is I used a, oh, I'm going to give that away later. I took and made the fragrance spray rendition of this. It was a full 8 ounce. It almost looked like, you know, the size of Bath and Body Works bottles of fragrance mist, and it smelled nearly very close to the original Poison. So I said to myself, how can I make this last longer? I included an oil within that, and that's how I was able to sample the scent, even though I had already tried it in about half an ounce bottle, much smaller than this. I gave it away not knowing the value of it, and then over the years I learned the value of it and why it was so expensive. And I wanted it back, and the only thing I could afford is get renditions of it. And boy, did I enjoy it. I forgot what I did with that one, but baby, when I got the real thing, it wasn't far off. That's the power of it. Amber Romance. For those that don't know, a couple years ago, 1 fluid ounce, they came with all the toilettes for nearly all the popular scents. Amber Romance, Mango Temptation, all that stuff. Vanilla Lace. I already have a video up on my channel about dupes, the best dupe for Amber Romance, because they've tainted it, in my opinion, from Victoria Don't Tell Nobody. And they didn't tell nobody when they changed it. I'm just saying. Yeah. I discovered the Eau de Toilette. So it is sweeter. This one is a bit more costly. The reason why I brought this up is for example, to show you all. You just got to dig and look and find online and do your due diligence within online searching. This is 1 fluid ounce. I wish they would have came up with 3.4 ounce of all of these. But it's okay. I'm just, you know, in case you listen to Victoria Don't Tell Nobody, you know. Yeah. I tried the perfume oil rendition of that as well, and it was a close second to what I tried for the first time around 2014, 2015. I really didn't know the treasure that I had with that either, but I learned. Funny how that happens. And I was on the hunt for that too, to get back to the original. I have seen original bottles listed, and then when I would buy it, I would get the latest design, something like this. This is the latest design I got picked up last year, but they've redesigned it again. Could have been in, you know, Victoria's Secret. But the best part about that is the lasting power. I got to get this back of this. Lotion is okay, and getting it from Victoria's Secret is okay. But if you want it to last, perfume oils are the way to go to get a rendition, a perfume rendition of nearly any expensive perfume. I have tried Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. I think it's from them. I like it, the perfume rendition. Now I've started looking at, I'm like, okay, now I want to get the Eau de Perfume of that. It's the perfect way to get expensive perfumes for cheap. You're simply opting for a different format. You're simply opting for a different formula instead of the alcohol-ridden Eau de Perfume and going to get it when you're not ready for it. Your budget doesn't allow for it at the time. because there will be a time you can go get something for a fraction of the price. You just have to do your due diligence. Also, I would get into the habit of reading reviews very thoroughly. Wherever you find them, Amazon, make sure it's a reputable site. eBay, if you can find them specifically for that product. Kaale, if you can find it specifically for that product. If they have any Google reviews, Fragrance X is perfect for buying it when you're ready to commit to buying it. Perfume oils, you kind of have to do a bit deeper research. Sweet Essentials, not sponsored, is the perfect way to start. They have such a growing, they're still adding fragrances, such a growing selective base of perfume oils modeled after very expensive perfumes. Even scents that aren't even perfumes, they're coming up with like a black cherry merlot. That's Bath and Body Works. Chocolate Island chocolate. Like, I don't think there's a fragrance out there by that name, but you can tell it's very creative with what type of scents they come up with. Very nice growing collection, so they're steady adding to everything. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get expensive perfumes, much like this one, for cheap. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next time.